This one's for the salespeople amongst us. I'm going to talk about the car industry here, automotive retail. Our managers, our businesses often target us at a big number to achieve by the end of the year, the end of the month, end of the quarter. The problem with that is that it's a big number and it's a long way off, and that allows us the opportunity to go, it's okay, it will get busier, I'll work harder, I can find my way there eventually, let's see what happens. Because we're focusing on the big end result rather than the actions required that will lead to that result almost automatically. So we need to necessarily have a different mindset, a different way of thinking if we want to be truly successful. And I can promise you, out of my 33, 34 years now in the sales industry, I can tell you for sure that the most successful, the most consistently successful people have always had this mindset. It's about breaking down our objective, our end result, into small enough bite-sized chunks that are so easy they cannot fail. To give you an example, if I wanted to sell 15 cars in a calendar month, and that was my target, then I could just think about that 15 and chase it and work as hard as I can all the way through the month until hopefully I get there. But instead, we can reverse that mindset and go, well, what does that mean I need to do? To do that, what I need to think about is, well, how many people do I need to see in front of me so that that number happens? How many people does it take for me to see to sell one car? Let's say, for example, a kind of industry average, you could argue, is about 3 to 1. 3 people in front of me, I sell 1 vehicle to them. So that tells me then that, well, if I want 15 cars in a month, does that mean I need 45 appointments? Nearly, but not quite, because we also know that you'll get dropout. Let's say you don't know your number for dropout. Let's take an industry average, it's about 24%. So let's say roughly a quarter. So in fact, if I need 15 people in front of me in a month, I don't need 45 appointments, actually I need 60. Now what that means is if I break that down now over the weeks and the days, what it averages out at for me, at my, or your, conversion rate, would mean that actually what I need is to hit 3 appointments a day. I don't need to have 3 appointments a day, I need to make 3 appointments every day. What that means now is instead of focusing on a big number at the end of the month, that what I can do is focus today, right now, on the importance of the next interaction that I have becoming an appointment, because it's ever present and is in mind right now. It changes things hugely when you start to have that level of forensic thinking about what can I do this moment. It means that the next customer that comes in and approaches you, you have a slightly different focus on. It means that the next opportunity you get with a phone call, you might treat it differently, focus a bit more strongly. And without any actual extra effort, what you'll find is it's much, much easier to build up these little things into your big result that you're looking for. Now, the only way that we can do this really effectively is if you understand your own stats. You must understand your own conversion ratios at every point of the sales process so that you know the reality of your conversion rates. You cannot work out from the big number at the end backwards to what you need to do right now if you're not honest or not accurate about your sales conversions. So what you need to do now is first of all make sure that you really understand your own data. Now, although a company will track that for you to a degree, or lots of companies will, by the time you get that information, it's often too late. It's at the end of the month or the end of the quarter when they're reviewing what you already did. What you need to do is know daily where you're at compared to where you need to be and what your real performance is for yourself. So what I suggest is that you track daily the things that add up in your pipeline to get you appointments and ultimately sales. Keep a note in the top-hand corner of your diary, just like a sheep gate system, something simple like that. Or if you want to get technical, get a spreadsheet out. Make sure it's something you can easily access and do all the time, though, as things happen. Mark the number of people that you see as a walk-in, a telephone inquiry, an internet inquiry that you respond to, or a prospecting call, a renewal call, anything like that. And mark your success at each of those stages. And then look at the success rate between those people being in front of you or having an opportunity to sell into a sale. Once you know those numbers, you can start planning forward. And I can promise you, your world will feel very, very different. And I know that a lot more of you will be hitting your targets and enjoying the rewards of that. Good luck.